Hey guys, it's Shifty Muffin here, and this is Battlefield Hardline. So, I said I was going to carry on with this, and I have done. I've taken about a week or so, well, it's about just over a week, to crack on with it further. I've been working quite a lot, which is a good thing. It means I can afford more stuff so I can show you better things. I've won a copy of Witcher 3, so that is confirmed. I will definitely be playing that with you guys when it's released, so that's pretty cool. No, so Hardline. We're in the middle of the marshes. That's all this is really, isn't it? It's marsh. So we're out here. The level's called Gator Bait, and you can guess what's going to happen. There are gators everywhere, much to my joy. As you can, I just any game that has gators in, I'm kind of like, oh god damn. The first one where I encountered them in a menacing manner, awesome, was Far Cry 3. I was in the water, swimming along. I thought, you know what, tigers, boars, buffalo, whatever the fuck, anything that's nasty on the land, Komodo dragons, everything that could kill me, they can't get in the water and kill me. I mean, technically Komodos could, but they just didn't. There was no chasing me through water as a Komodo dragon, so that's cool. I'm in the water, quite patient, and I'm cracking on with it, and all of a sudden a fucking a gator or a crocodile. Is it a crocodile? Might be a crocodile. Either way, grabs you and just starts death rolling with you. And I'll tell you what, when it happens fast, and if you're not expecting it, you shit your pants. So, gators, crocodiles, giant, giant bloody reptiles, basically. Not a fan. Like, I don't know, if you watch Jesse Cox, he doesn't like sharks. I do not like crocodiles or gators. Alligators. We'll call it alligators. I'm British. I, we don't cut down words that we use. But that does not amuse us. Anyway, enough of my waffling crap. This plane. I genuinely thought this plane might offer something more than just a bit of scenery. I thought maybe if you stood on it, there'd be maybe a collectible. Maybe you find like a dead corpse in there or something. Like maybe it came down in the Florida Keys and no one noticed that it came down. Maybe there'd be some drugs in there. Maybe this is an old plane from a drug run they did, and you get some more clues and points towards your next level. But no, this was not that. So that was a shame. But I used my initiative to try and look for other things. Also, you'll notice that I'm not gonna say the brush because it's not really brush, is it? But, the small trees that are on here, they're volatile. If you make contact with them, they explode. They don't bend down, you don't break them, you don't crack over the top of them. They just outright explode should you touch them. So don't do that. It's not good for the environment. Anywho, cracking on with it. So moving on to the next section here. It looks like I fuck it up badly, but I don't. What it is, like I'm zooming in, as you can see here, I come zooming in, I'm like, okay, I'll dial back now, I'll start putting back now, and it just hits massive collision. It's like, ugh. I was like, that makes me look a bit unprofessional, so that was annoying. Like, 'cause obviously, I record these things, I want you to see them, therefore I want to look like a badass. Like, I don't want to make look I'm, I don't want to make it look like I'm an incompetent douche. Anyway, show up for a second whilst we look at this. Gotta say, this game is quite pretty, I do like it. And with that, I question how the hell that worked. Because that there was just its mouth. Like, that wouldn't be brain or anything. The brain's like back behind the eyes, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I need to look up the anatomy of a gator, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, no one saw that coming, surely. I mean, the level's called Gator Bait. I mean, you'd never have guessed that's what was going to happen, would you? Though I will spoil something quickly, you don't end up feeding anyone to gators on this level, which I think kind of sucks. I mean, I personally would like to be able to sort of like spear kick somebody back into the water and a gator just like maul them. But no, this is not that. This is straight up. the good guys get munched by gators, whilst the bad guys get pummeled by muffins. I don't know. I mean, when I'm doing these videos, I more want to sit here and be a bit quiet. You know, I mean, I kind of want to talk too much because there is some certain amount of story for you to watch and enjoy. Though I've got to say, she pisses me off. You know, she pisses me off because I don't know how to place her. Is she a good guy? Is she a bad guy? Like, is there more to her behind the scenes? Probably. You know, I've not played too much, so I know everything about her. But you know, it looks like she's a bit of a knob. Like, she's definitely got a mean streak to her, and I don't like that. But also, it worries me that the game. I reckon the game's probably going to do. Like, she's probably a bit of a bastard at the beginning, and then near the end of it, you save her from herself. You make her into a better person for knowing you. And yeah, that kind of pisses me off. The idea of that, because it's just. I like this game is corny, but it's corny in the wrong areas sometimes, and I don't like that. Also, this bit here, what the fuck? So, oh yeah, I also grabbed one of these. What do you mean you grabbed one of those? Like, so you've got a fucking spear gun on you, so I can grapple up places, a grappling gun. And also you've got a fucking zip line. You're like, okay, so you've got a secondary gun that fires zip lines. But not only that, I mean, look at the fucking apparatus that set us there. That what? And it had a giant fucking like 10-foot steel pole as well, didn't it? I'm like, the fuck? Little bag, big pole, and a winch. I put up console setting there. I didn't mean to. Got rid of that. But you look at that thing, and you look at her, and literally, what is that out of her back pocket? I mean, we always joke about this in games, but the thing is, back about 10 years ago, when it was commonplace in games for them to pull stuff out of nowhere, you'd be like, okay, well, this is that. I mean, we can forgive it for that. But games are trying to get a bit more realistic. You know, games have sort of gone to a new level. Then all of a sudden, you got her pulling like fucking literally probably about 50 kilos of crap. It might even be more. Right, but a lot of stuff out of her ass cheeks. Ah, bullshit. I call bullshit. You know, if someone's made it to be that portable, then fantastic. But they haven't. Outright, because it's just not possible to fit that amount of stuff, of solid poles and stuff, and line, and guns and all sorts, into such a small area. And this also annoys me. When you throw those bullets, right, only one person at a time can be disrupted by it. I mean, you notice that they all turned at the same time. But the two white ones are just scanning, like doing that arc. Right, it's only the guy with the yellow that actually was looking for that cap. And that's just bullshit. That's outright bullshit. Anyway, shutting up for a minute and cracking on with the game.
What are they storing in those barrels?
Got a frequency for you. 120.13. See anything?
Whoa. Look at all those pretty points of light, all up and down the lake.
Well, let's take their boat and go check it out.
You want to call this in? We're not exactly in our jurisdiction here.
Let's find Melts first.
most about this drug war? Whoever wins will have a lot of money and a lot of guns.
Yeah, when they're done with each other, they're gonna come after us. The 80s all over again.
Which is why Dawes wants to stop this now, before it gets to that. So if we're off the books, deeply off the books, I'm fine with it. Saves lives.
Hey, I'm
This
not
here was an entirely pointless exercise. I get onto this little island and there's nothing here. It's literally just a little island.
and make it stick. You need a lot more than guns.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. You go up there, and I think there might be like, I don't know, like a weapon up there. I think on that far tower, there is a sniper rifle,
They're my favorite
which is that's cool and all, but it's not. It's nothing that I wouldn't have gotten earlier. Also, the reason I was doing that, yeah, because I pulled out the wrong sodding gun. I pulled out the zipline gun, which you're not going to get a zipline that goes up to there anyway. But I got to admire that he has got the upper body strength to pull himself up so quickly. Good on him. Clearly, like, works out. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's my little sniper rifle. The Scout Elite actually, right, is the sniper rifle that I used a lot in Rainbow Six Vegas 2. I'll tell you what, it's my favourite gun because it's one of the starting guns. So there's always a case of, oh, well, you get good with this, like, and you choose your tool now, then you just get good with this rifle always, instead of having to wait ages and ages to unlock a rifle that maybe you don't like, or maybe it takes a while to learn. So I stuck with that thing. The Scout Tactical was always my weapon of choice. So I mean, that's cool. It's nice to see that it still has a place in games everywhere.
I think we can get a view from the water tower. Give a scan before we get too close. We're not alone. Scan for any alarms. That alarm will call more of them in unless you disable it. We can go in quiet or loud. Your call.
There's a lot of guys in there.
What's the call?
Let's move in. Quiet.
Now I was going to play it a bit more tactical here. I was going to be like, oh, can I get silencers or anything like that? No, I just thought outright I'm going to go for it. It's bolt action, by the way, so I took ages to sort of line up a shot there and then had to cock it. I was like, oh shit. It's cool though. It's cool also that you get to use a sniper rifle without the scope on. That's a more, personally for me, only in the past like 3 or 4 years I've actually had games that have specialised in giving you weapons without scopes on. You have to earn the scopes on them, and that's cool. Obviously when you start a game off, like on the multiplayer, we'll talk about the multiplayer because most people nowadays have multiplayer experience more so than campaign. A lot of people buy like Call of Duty just to play online, Battlefield just to play online. Obviously this being a Battlefield, I can talk about that. Like multiplayer certainly takes precedent over campaign multiplayer shoot 'em ups take precedent over campaign shooters. I reckon more people get into that than they do actually playing the story on some of these games. So that's cool. that you don't always have a scope to start with. Like when you unlock weapons. I mean, what I was going to say is obviously if you start a game off in the beginning, then it will give you like your first sniper rifle with a scope and everything, like a starter package. Like it's not leaving you there with a tennis racket and like some tinfoil as armor. Well, you do get decent starting weapons, and then from there you sort of learn your craft and you expand out. So that's cool. This section here, there's actually AK-47s all over the place, and I totally missed them. Like there's a shotgun there, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll pick that up. But there's AK-47s on the floor, and I miss all of them. I must do. That was a bit of a cock.
That looks like actual science stuff, as opposed to drug science stuff.
Last gen tech.
Those things must get a signal out here.
Guy was supposed to go to a stadium for a meet later.
The closest stadium is back in Miami.
Yeah, I don't think that's what this means.
Well, time to move on. We got more spots to check out.
Okay, back to the boat.
If the cartels are using the blades again, it makes sense. It's big, empty.
Look, all we need to do right now is find Nels.
You think Nelts is working with the cartels?
Uh-uh. Cartels have their own pipelines. This is someone else. So what do you know about Nels?
Rich family, dropped out of film school. Got his start trying to fund a movie for his brother.
Let me guess. He forgot to make the movie.
No, he made it. Sucked ass.
Hey, Kai. I gotta ask you about something.
What's up?
You, Tyson.
No. That. Well, you know, a girl occasionally goes on dates.
You dated Tyson?
Look, I met him at a party. We had one date. No, two. Two official dates.
Wait. You dated a cocaine dealer.
Cocaine broker.
When did he find out you were a cop?
When I found out he was a cocaine broker. Look, believe it or not, he's not a bad guy. There's dock ahead.
Let's stop and have a look.
Hey, get back over here.
Yeah. Any second now, I go for a bit of a tactical fail. I grew up and I was sort of thinking,
What the hell is this
I could
place?
take them out. I say any second. It's about a minute from now.
No idea.
But I get to a point of vantage. I'm looking around. I was like,
Let's get a bird's eye.
I could snipe people from here. But then I was sort of thinking, oh, I have only got the M1911 and I've got the AK-47 now, which is called like the AK-74M on this. But you know, we all know what I mean. You know, the AK. I go in, I literally just start spraying everywhere. My shots are dreadful because obviously AKs, being AKs, they're a powerful gun, and I just totally miss out on that. That's bloody. The zip lines are just retarded. I think it's stupid. But I've had enough issues with this game as it is. So I get to criticize this one thing, like heavily. Obviously, in the last episode, you saw the fact that the map was loading like bags of sand and like roadblocks and all sorts in front of me. Like it's popping in from like 10 feet away. Really bad. But you know, I'm not going to outright say that's the game's fault. It might be that I don't have enough power in my PC. As it is, I now have 16 gigabytes of RAM, so if it was a RAM issue, it should now not be. Because I had 8 originally, but given that I run a recording software alongside the game, as well as at most points some sort of voice chat or something, and also I've always got Bitdefender on, which you know if that's doing a scan or something without my permission, that could be like adding a bit more pressure to my CPU. So I mean, it could be a variety of things. But as you can see, my shots are just bollocks. I got like a lucky shot here, and I'm just like spraying after this.
That's it. We're clear.
You know what? This was an old gator farm.
That's clever. I'll give them that.
Yeah. Remote location, good sea access, land access, fucking gators.
Yeah, they're geniuses. Come on, there's a radio tower toward the back. Let's check it out. These are Nelson's guys. Here, talk to them.
Can't get Tommy.
Now!
Hey, Yeah, it's all good. I'm here.
Who the fuck is this?
It's Antonio.
Where's Tommy?
Yeah, he's taking a shit.
Nice.
Oh, yeah? Well, tell him that Nelt said it's time for the meet.
Okay, where's he headed?
Tommy knows where the fuck he's going, Antonio. Tell him we're on our way.
Boring conversation anyway?
The meeting on that guy's phone? That's with Nelts.
He said they were headed...
Miami Aquatic Stadium's been shut down for a while. That's where they gotta be meeting.
Well, we're not gonna find it here.
Yeah. Shh. Be quiet. We're hunting rabbits. I would be quiet, but obviously lob the cap. Everyone sort of spins around because one guy makes a noise, but I only want them looking for the cap. Stand up. Be really quiet. Be really sneaky. Yeah, no, this gun's loud as balls. Yeah, not the quietest way of doing this. I mean, the worst part is, right, that gun sound probably goes for miles, right? There's no way that someone didn't hear that and they sort of guessed, maybe we should go check on the other guys. Bit inconsistent. Like all games like it. This isn't the only game. I was saying most games. Like it's a big crime organisation, and I didn't go to all the places. Like you'll notice as I was flying around the map, I did not go to all of the locations I could have gone. So somewhere within the mile, like a mile square, there are other guys that I've neglected to kill or source out. Now they would have heard gunfire and they'd be like, "What the fuck's this? Best radio aired or something?" And no one's gonna answer, so they would check it out, and then these guys wouldn't be here. Whatever. Anyway, just up here, I'm gonna run through here, but I recorded the footage that we've seen this far about 2 days ago. So as I get ahead from here, I mean, I've stood here for quite a while actually, and that's just because yeah, I've stood there for quite a while because basically I was stopped recording where I was, and I reloaded it, and obviously started recording again. So in that second, you saw 48 hours of gameplay, which is pretty cool, eh? But you'll notice when it changed because obviously I loaded up with an M1911 with a silencer and scope and all sorts on. So I'm getting just up here, and it's going to reload it again because I died about 3 or 4 times doing this section because I tried going in loud as balls, and that did not work for me. Right, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to cut you out from anything embarrassing. I'll tell you, I cocked up a lot. But I don't want you to have to sit through watching me spend 20 minutes going back and forth, get myself killed, with admittedly some really shoddy shots. But the worst part is, you saw me playing earlier, you thought, oh god, his aiming's really bad. Well, I'd been playing for like half an hour at that point, and I'd warmed up. You've actually been watching for over half an hour at this point, so yeah, I'd warmed up, and now I've got to warm up again. Luckily, I don't do as bad a job this time. Not great, but not terrible. You know, it's reasonable. You know, you'll manage to get through this. Just put a message down saying, "Good God, Muffin, what are you doing?" For which you'll have my condolences. I'm very sorry.
Is he bringing his own guys? The way Remy's acting, he's bringing half the force. What are you gonna do with your shares? Finally gonna get braces. You know, the inside ones, though. I don't want to look weird. Fucking get the braces. You already look weird.
What was that?
Fuck you. I got him!
Nels is running!
Get back!
Watch they don't get to the alarm! Hey!
Look out! Get him! I see it! Burn him up!
So, just down here, there's a doorway. I try and jump over this because, you know, it looks like the sort of thing you'd be able to, like, vault over. But I tried to break my legs on the other side. But no, yeah, so this doorway here. I tried going around it last time. It dropped me off the edge of the map into the river. And it was like, oh no, get back into the game within 10 seconds, otherwise we'll, like, kill you for no reason. Yeah, no, if you fall into that river, you cannot get back.
Nels, get your head
So, that's a bit shit.
Keep 'em up. Mendoza, right? Save it. Took Starter's deal. Some fucked up Prince Mendoza.
But right here is where the plot thickens.
What goes to you?
Watch closely.
You hear me? Damn it. I'll call in a chopper. We'll find him before he gets far.
Place doesn't have many windows, so smoke should be effective. A 3-man team going and another here. Snipers here and here.
Looks like Stoddard's got it all under control.
Fuck that. We had him first.
Nick? You want to make sure it's locked first?
Huh.
Finally catch a break.
Yeah, bit too stereotypical. It's funny, but I think it's been done quite a few times now, so it hasn't got the same impact. Anywho, what I was going to say was Mendoza's getting a little bit cocky. Like, he's all about doing it by the book, and then it's all of a sudden like, oh, Stoddard's got this situation. Oh, to hell he does. I'm just going to interfere with that. It's like, oh, you're a bit of a dick, aren't you? Then again, it's also about the character not being an extension of you. It's about being their own character. You sort of relate with them, and you can sort of feel for them when shit goes down. But still, poor move, Nick. I look down on you. I judge you right now. I like this pistol though. I like the fact that I've got a big fucking silencer on it. Also, the fact the silencer's not a stereotypical silencer either. This one's more of a oval sort of shape instead of it being a stereotypical round silencer, which is cool. I had a choice for silencer, a compensator, and something else. I do not recall what the hell it was, so forgive me. But yeah, no, I have a few secondary parts to my gun, which is cool. A few modifications, that's what I was thinking of. I couldn't think of the word. The word escaped me. As I'm getting older, right, I'm, as I said, mid-20s. Words escape me. I forget quite a few words. I'll be sat there stringing a lovely fluid conversation together, and all of a sudden the word mods or, you know, parts will just escape my mind. I was like, yeah, things that go on to other things. I just can't think of it. Literally, I just have a massive brain fart. I cannot remember them, and it's like, well, why? What the hell's happening? I've literally started drinking like pints of water, like at like regular intervals, like, you know, every hour or so. I drink at least like half a pint to a pint of water, just because I want to try and make sure I sort of feed my brain. Like when you're in school, like they're always like, oh yeah, no, like water is like brain food. Yeah, and I die here, which I died really quickly, I thought, but yeah, no. So oh, water is brain food. Drink lots of water, and it'll help you get smarter. Obviously, it helps you get smarter. Like the way you get smarter is by actually training your brain and keeping it challenged, keep yourself engaged. So I do try and do that, but not nearly as much as I probably should. But yeah, no, getting older sucks. I mean, there's so many things that go wrong with your body.
perimeter. We'll have breach in position momentarily. Position to breach the front door. Everything's ready. Let's knock on that front door. We're in.
Nick, here.
Engaging suspects.
I kind of like this phone scanner thing. I mean, it seems a little bit weird that the police have got phones that are so high tech, but I like this whole phone scanner thing because obviously if there is a collectible on the map, it will show me the collectible or interactable item marked up as green, and that's quite cool. I mean, literally, how many bullets did I miss him with there? That was dreadful. That was really flipping bad. But scan, get a quick look around. There's a little green box in the bottom there. See that there? That's an ammo box downstairs. As I said, interactable object. Now that's cool. I mean, it takes some of the challenge out, but I think on the harder difficulties, it's not there. I've got this on officer mode, which is medium, because I want to make sure that when I play through it, it wasn't
And we can talk about Stoddard,
impossible for me.
deal, whatever else you want.
Anyway, watch this.
What the hell was that, Stoddard?
Looks like I just saved your life, Mendoza.
He was surrendering.
Leave it alone, partner.
I say you were in danger.
Right. He was dangerous because he was talking about your deal.
Leave it alone,
The
Nick.
hell I will.
No, I'm curious. What, did Mel say something interesting, Nick?
We're done here.
Listen to your partner. She's a smart lady. Here, before evidence arrives.
You're kidding.
There you go, Nick. Congrats on a job well done.
Smart lady. Now I see why.
Attaboy, Nick. I'm proud of you. That's what Nick stands for. You know, he's all about doing it by the book. He's a good man. Anyway, I've been Shifty, and until next time, take care.